Wolves are among the teams locked in a tight battle at the bottom half of the Western Conference playoffs standings tonight. Steph Curry sizing up Anthony Edwards, and boy, that happens quite a bit when Steph Curry sizes you up. He knocks down the three. D'Angelo Russell, the former Warrior, knocks down a three. Minnesota by three. Steph dribbling, faking, making the step back three. This is just an artist at work right here. Look at Steph faking, twisting, turning, shooting. That's money. Then Curry, another three. He's cooking at this point. It's 71-60 at the break. The young Timberwolves, and boy, that man's a handful. Anthony Edwards just so explosive. Then Russell again pulling up for three. He had 29 points in the game. Later, Kyle Anderson swings it to Naz Reid, who pump fakes and makes the three for the lead late in the fourth quarter. So who answers for the Warriors? Tying things up, you guessed it, Steph Curry. He had 29 points and 10 rebounds on the game. Game tied under 5 seconds to go. D'Angelo Russell wants this huge shot against his old team, but catches it in the backcourt and just flings up a desperation shot. Not even close. So the time, well, there's the young superstar Anthony Edwards going to work and working on Andrew Wiggins, a great defender, but he makes that shot. And then working on Wiggins again, gets by him and gets to the bucket, no help. He gets the lay, and he had 27 points in the game. Minnesota by 5. Wolves up 3. Naz Reid misses the three, but Naz Reid stays with it. Gets the rebound, goes up, and gets the tremendous jam. He had 24 points, 13 rebounds on the game, and matchup of the week between Joel Embiid and the number 1 pick in the draft, Paolo Banchero. The Magic taking on the Sixers, and it's Banchero striking first in this highlight. Just a little head fake and going up and throwing that one down, and we're tied at 20. Two-man game. George Niang passes inside to Embiid, and just too strong down there. Gets the layup, then Embiid behind the back pass to Shake Milton, who gets it back to Embiid on the break for the finish at the first quarter buzzer. Watch it again. Philly up 37-23 at the end of one. In the second quarter, the Magic down 6. Jalen Suggs takes it away from Milton, goes the other way, and Jalen Suggs throws this one down. Then James Harden knocking down the three-pointer here, and Philly's lead pushed back up to 7. And moved by Embiid for the bucket. He would finish this game with 28 points and 11 rebounds. Philly's lead now up to 7, 66-59. There's another look at Embiid going up for the layup, and then former Sixer Markelle Fultz out in transition. Takes a little contact, gets that shot to go. Philly's lead down to 2. Tyrese Maxey to Tobias Harris in the corner for 3. He had 16 points on the game. Philly up by 8. Franz Wagner to his brother Mo. And Mo Wagner inside for the layup plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. 82-78, Philly's lead down to 4. James Harden responding with a little step back 3, pushing the lead out to 5, 88-83. Sixers moving the ball around. Tyrese Maxey makes the open corner 3. This pushes the lead to 10, 93-83. Then Joel Embiid kicking it out to Harden. Harden knocks down the 3. He had 26 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds in a row against the Brooklyn Nets, and we tell you that for a reason. These two teams going head-to-head tonight. We start you off with Jaylen Brown going behind the back and knocking down a 3. Then it's Al Horford to Jason Tatum. He's got a three-pointer as well, and Boston just storms out of the gate. They're up 21-3 at that point. Derek White to Tatum for 3 more. He had 18 points and 6 rebounds in the opening quarter. Boston up 30-7, a 23-point advantage. Jaylen Brown now pulling up in transition for the 3, the lead at 33-7. Then Brown driving to the rim for the layup and the foul. He'd make the free throw. He had a dozen in the opening quarter. It's 38-9. Second quarter, more Celtics. Grant Williams misses the shot, but he's got a buddy. Robert Williams goes up, gets the rebound, lays it in. Then Jaylen Brown, a three-pointer. This one goes down 59-30 after that. Jason Tatum, a crossover, spin, and a layup. He had 23 in the half. It's 69-43 at that point. Jason Tatum blocks a shot. We're going the other way. More Boston highlights coming your way. A little toss up in the air is Robert Williams throwing it down. Nice pass from Jason Tatum. That's easy stuffing for Robert Williams. Jason Tatum now pulls on another three-pointer. 79-45 at the half. Boston swings it over to Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown has a three. He had 26 points on the game. Then it's Derek White missing a shot, but Jason Tatum going up for the rebound throwdown. Boston's lead at 32, 92-60 at this point. Later in the third, Derek White for three. That's cash as well. 100-64. Boston still firmly in control. Tatum pulling up for three more. He finished with 31 points. Coming to tonight's action, a couple of games below 500, and task is not an easy one, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, and it's made more difficult when this happens. Yusuf Nurkic comes up limping and heads to the bench, then to the locker room with calf soreness. He did not return, so Ja Morant pushing the ball, pulling up for three, and Memphis early on has a 17-5 advantage, but boy, Damian Lillard showed up in this one. Tough layup there, and then Trendon Watford finds Lillard for the three, and Memphis's lead is down to three. In the second quarter, Danny Green gets his first bucket as a member of the Grizzlies, and boy, what a spark that could be for Memphis down the stretch. Santi Aldama to Dylan Brooks, back to Aldama for the jam, and Memphis back up by 6. Josh Hart to Jeremy Grant for the three. Grant had 18 points in the half, but did not play break. Third quarter, Damian Lillard pulls up, drains the deep three, and when he'd make the free throw, Memphis's lead down to 2. Ja Morant has got a deep three of his own. He had 32 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds on the game. Memphis up by 7. Lillard steps back, pump fakes, knocks down the jumper at the shot clock buzzer. Memphis's lead at 5. Anthony Simons now pulling up, hitting the three, leaning to his left. Then it's Lillard pulling up and knocking down a three. He had 42 points and 10 assists in the game. And that's right, Portland up by 2. Jaren Jackson airballs a three-pointer. The Blazers go the other way. Drew Eubanks throws down the dunk plus the foul, and Portland storms into Memphis and walks out with a victory by 10. Your final score in this one, 122. And in the first, De'Aaron Fox, a key part of the action as he drives in, gets a little up and under layup to bounce around and in. Sacramento up 3 early on. Jeremy Sohan makes a move along the baseline and grabs his lower back. He would leave the game and not return. You see him walking off there. More first quarter action. Domantas Sabonis cutting inside for the layup, and Davion Mitchell finds him. Then it's Malik Monk to Sabonis for the layup. He had 17 points in the opening quarter for the Kings. Keldon Johnson on the other end for San Antonio goes in for the reverse layup. That's nicely done. And it's De'Aaron Fox getting the steal. And we go the other way. And Fox finishes with the jam. Then Fox finds Malik Monk for the alley-oop reverse style. Beautiful finish from Malik Monk there. Then it's Fox finding Sabonis for the layup, and the Kings up by 9 at the break. Working down low, he lays that one up and in. Then Sabonis gets in the paint and finishes plus the foul. And you see Sacramento maintaining a lead, but it's still close. Malachi Branham for San Antonio gets into the lane and hits the floater. Then driving and laying it in. Again, he had 22 points in the game, and Sacramento's lead down to a trim 3 late in the third quarter. But in the fourth, just too much from the Kings. Malik Monk, three-pointer off the offensive rebound. That's money. Then Fox drives and lays it in, plus the foul. And you see they're starting to pull away. Then it's the Kings in transition. Malik Monk, 3, cash, and Sacramento goes on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Oklahoma City Thunder early on, Alperen Sengun, the nice behind-the-back assist over to Jayshawn Tate for the layup. 22-11, Houston in front. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, though, driving in for the layup in traffic. That cuts the lead down to 9. Tari Eason gets a steal from Jalen Williams and takes it the other way. And after some nice effort here, gets a tough contested layup. And Houston by a dozen. Rockets in transition. Garrison Matthews to Kenyon Martin Jr. for the drive and score. Rockets by 11. Trey Mann closing that gap, gets a layup inside, then pulling up for a 3 in transition, and it's a 1-point game. Kenyon Martin Jr. out to Eric Gordon for the deep 3. He had 15 at the half, and Houston led by 9 at the break in the third quarter for the Thunder, and this cuts into that lead. It's down to 4. Then SGA to Jalen Williams for 3, and now Oklahoma City has the lead. Later, SGA drives in, makes the short jumper while drawing the foul. Watch it one more time. Oklahoma City going up after the made free throw, 86-80. Tari Eason, though, hits the 3 off the glass. Then Eason gets several of his own rebounds and finally makes the bucket plus the foul, just hustling inside and a strong move down there. Gets it to go, and Houston retakes the lead. 93-89 after the made free throw. KJ Martin, 3, money. Houston by 7 late. Then KJ Martin gets the slam, and the Rockets get the win. Your final score in this one. They pay a visit to the Phoenix Suns. You see Devin Booker still out. DeJounte Murray in plenty of action, though. You see Trae Young now, and he's delivering to Murray, who leans in and throws that one home. Then Young draws the foul and hits the floater. He would make the free throw. Atlanta up 14-8. Later in the first, Mikal Bridges drives the court for the little layup here. And Atlanta's lead is down to 3, but it's Murray getting a mid-range jumper to go down. Then Trae Young with the alley-oop to John Collins. And we'll check this one out one more time as Collins goes up and stuffs that one home. Later, Trae Young working with his backcourt mate again, and Murray lines up a 3 and drills it. Check the halftime score. Atlanta up 66 to driving and hitting the floater for Atlanta. Then Hunter to Murray for the three-pointer as DeJounte Murray keeps his foot on the gas. Then Trae Young, great pass over to Clint Capella for the layup plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. Watch it one more time. Wonderful little dish inside from Trae Young. Just terrific vision. Then it's Young pulling up on the deep three-pointer. That one goes down. Then Young drives, pivots, head fakes, and ends up dishing over to Bogdan Bogdanovic for the deep 3. Then it's Young again. This time he's doing it on his own. Little head fake, and everybody leaves. So he just trip out to Salt Lake City, take on the Utah Jazz, and there's newly named rising star Walker Kessler getting going early in this one. He's a shot-blocking superstar, already out of the gates as a rookie. Blocks Pascal Siakam, shot, then runs the floor and finishes with the alley-oop from Colin Sexton. He had 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 huge blocks on the game. Siakam then drives and finishes with the bucket plus the foul here. He'd missed the free throw. Later, Rudy Gay finds Lauri Markkanen for the stuff. Utah up by a dozen. Kelly Olynyk to Malik Beasley for the corner 3. The lead up to 14, 51-37. Fred VanVleet keeping the Raptors in this thing. Driving baseline, finishing with the layup. Then getting the layup on the break. He had 34 points, 10 assists, 12 in the third quarter. Pascal Siakam spins off of Markkanen and gets the layup. It's a 1-point Toronto advantage now. So Utah need to put their foot on the gas. They go to Lauri Markkanen. He makes the corner 3. Then Jordan Clarkson misses a 3, but Markkanen finishes with the putback jam over Siakam. Watch it again. Utah in the third quarter up by 6 at this point. VanVleet now pushing in transition. He's going to get a layup, and Utah's lead is down to 4. Speaking of 4, we go to the fourth quarter. Gary Trent knocks down a three-pointer, and Toronto up by 1. But the Jazz respond. They lean on their rookie again. Walker Kessler up high for the alley-oop. Then Kessler finds Markkanen in the corner. 4-3 Markkanen, 28 points, 13 rebounds in the game. Utah by 8. Fred VanVleet, pull up three. Cuts the lead down to 4 with plenty of time to go, but Jordan Clarkson making a three on the other end. He had 23 points in the game, and Utah hangs on in.